Hello. Hello. I'm sorry I'm late. I got stuck with Louis. Louis Minion is not joining us today. He's working. So it's the second last day of our live feeds. There will be 110 videos on YouTube once we are done. But I fear having school started earlier than when when the little ones went back in lockdown, I won't be able to do this class. Okay, we're going to do planks today with a flow in between to rest. So all the planks you can think of we're doing. So if your arm is sore, shoulder is sore, you can always do it with your knees down. Take your legs from side to side, loosen up, and we will, okay. So the sad news is I had a booking for Unruly Pig last night, and I did book it. I checked, I booked, I confirmed. But anyway, apparently the booking got lost, and apparently I'm not the first one who it happened to. So I think there might be a little bit of a glitch in their booking system, but I'm not judging. So we couldn't go to Unruly Pig because they've got quite a lot of faff going. So we ended up going to Blue Salt again, eating something else again. And I have to say, Blue Salt in Woodbridge is now my favorite restaurant because she squeezed us in. She made other people sit with each other. The other people know each other. And we ended up at Blue Salt again. And a lot less faff, I have to add. But anyway, so that was our story. No, it's okay, you can have that. That was our story of last night. So I missed out on Unruly Pig, but I have to say I'm not a big faffer. So with all the faffing that went on when we didn't have the booking and the flustering, I was like, maybe I don't want to eat here. Okay, hug in your knees. Keep your left leg in your, my voice. Left leg in, right leg down, hug it in. So that's my eating out story. So tomorrow's the last class because tomorrow I've got so much classes. Oh my goodness, because we're going on holiday and then it's the school starts. And straighten out that leg to the ceiling, give it a stretch. You can move it in the joint. Just to loosen it up a little bit. I don't like faff. I have noticed. I was really I was very disappointed in the way, but I am really disappointed that the booking didn't go through because I remember booking it because I put it in my diary as soon as I booked it. And hug it in, switch sides. Don't know what's going on with the voice, I'm telling you. Again, just squeeze it in nice and tight. And then straighten that leg out to the ceiling, find the stretch. And you can move it a little bit. Hold. And hug it in. Roll it up all the way to the top, onto your hands and knees. Hands and knees into a cat stretch. Bring the knees in, round up into a cat. Reverse into a cow. And into a cat. And into a cow. Okay, leave your left leg or the leg that takes you to the front. So turn around if you're not going to face the front of the laptop so that the left leg is down. Otherwise, we're going to keep getting confused. So I'll give you time to do that. Leave the left leg or turn around. Lift up your top arm so you're in that adjusted side plank. Hold that. Take your arm over your head for that stretch. Navel to spine and lift it back up. Lift up the top leg and hold that. Arm over the head, stretch and leg down. Lift up the bottom leg to go into a side plank. You can always leave that and stay
with that leg down. Take your arms over your head, squeeze your waist up and back to side plank. Now I can't do this well because I'm very bad at this, but you can lift up the top leg, go over for your stretch and back. No, I can't. To side. All the way into plank. So adjust yourself. I was going to a little downward dog and then come forward into plank to make sure everything is nice and straight. Side plank. We're going to take the legs a little bit wider for balance. And we're just going to do opposite shoulder touch. And one more. Back to plank. Into downward dog, just to stretch the shoulders and the calves. Keep the legs wide. And forward into plank. You stay in plank. And back to downward dog. Okay, plank again, sorry, that was my fault. And we're going to do that twist. So you're going to twist up, hold, and back down. Again, other side twist, and hold, and down. One more time on each side twist, hold, and down, twist, hold, and down. Knees to the floor, elbows down, and we're gonna go into a low plank. So make sure you're into that low plank, shoulders over the elbows, and then we're gonna do that low plank dolphin sequence. Push it back, navel to spine. This one we're gonna do slowly, because we are going to come up. Okay, so we're starting there. Dolphin to low plank, swish your feet out, straighten out, up into a plank. Back to downward dog. And instead of going down into dolphin like we usually do, we're going knees down, elbows down, and then push into dolphin, just to make sure the shoulders are okay, because this one tends to pinch the shoulders a little bit. Forwards to a low plank, and now use a different arm to come up into high plank, and downward dog. Walk it out. And find your stretch. Walk it into the front of the mat, keep your legs bent. Roll down. And roll it up all the way to the top. Shrug your shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in. Hands onto your hips. Oh my word. Sorry about that. Can you still see me? There was a reconnecting problem. Is everyone still okay? Okay. Hands into your hips and tabletop. Hold that tabletop. You can swish your arms back to keep everything nice and straight. And pivot all the way back up to the top. Squeeze your bum, take a nice deep breath in, bend your knees and fold down into a forward bend again. So keep the knees bent and then start to straighten them out, keeping your torso where it is. And hold. My watch is irritating me. Step back to downward dog. Knees to the floor, and leave your right hand. You can look away if you want to because you know what's coming. Hands in the air. Hold that side plank. Sorry about that. Hold that side plank. And then take the arm over the head first, just the first stretch. And it's a nice little waist stretch. So push that waist up and lift the arm up to the top. Then lift up the top leg. Do it again. Stretch, navel to spine, and back to the floor. Go back into your side plank, proper side plank. You can leave the foot down. Stretch over, navel to spine, and come back. And if you want to lift up that top leg, I'm going to do it like this. Stretch it over, bring it back, collapse into plank. Take the legs wide again, just to make sure you're holding plank, and then touch the opposite elbow again. Back to plank. Push into downward dog. And back into plank. Okay, side twist. Twist whichever way, doesn't matter, hold that twist. And remember your legs are wide, back to the middle. Other side, twist. Back to the middle, twist again. Back to the middle, last twist. Back to plank. Knees down, elbows down. Grab your hands, and we're going to go into a plank first to push into a dolphin, and make sure you walk your feet in a little bit, navel to spine, shoulders diagonal, and hold that dolphin. Forwards, into plank, navel to spine, lift up into big plank, settle into that straight line, and push back to downward dog. Hold the downward dog, heels down, only as down as you can get them, knees down to the floor, just to set up again for your dolphin. So push into dolphin, hold dolphin, shoulders nice and strong, pushing back, and then forward, scoot your feet out to plank, hold plank, shoulders up again, and use a different arm to go into plank. And once you're in, just settle, control, back to downward dog. Walk it out. Stretch it out. Now I'm less distracted by my watch, so I'm doing everything. Walking into the front of the mat. Knees bend, fold over your knees. Hands on your knees, roll it up all the way to the top. Take a nice deep breath in. Hands into your hips and dip into a tabletop. You can swish your arms back to help you with that straightness of the spine. Engage your legs, navel to spine, shoulders shrug back. And then when we come up again, it's like you're squeezing your bum to lift you up. Take a nice deep breath in again and fold, bend the knees. And once you're down, you can try and straighten out the legs. Hold that stretch. And step it back to downward dog. Left knee down. And you're going into that side plank again. We're changing the plank when we come up, but side plank with your knee down. Stretch over and really go for that stretch. This is quite a nice stretch. If you have that foot down, move it back a little bit, that helps. If you have that foot down, that stretch is lovely. Lift it back up to the top. Lift up that top leg. Hold that, navel to spine. Stretch over again. And back to the top. Put the foot down, step back into side plank. And this time we're going to stretch over, and bring it back to the top. We're going to bring in the bottom knee and bring the elbow to the knee, kick it out, bring it in for 3, 2, and 1. Step it back to plank. Take your legs wide again and start to touch the elbows. Not elbows, shoulders. Back to plank, keep the legs wide. Push it back into wide-legged plank. Push it forward into plank again, feet wide, and twist. Back to the middle, twist to the other side. Back to the middle, twist. And last one, twist. Back to plank, knees down, elbows down. So you're setting up again to start in the dolphin. So grab your hands, tuck your toes under, push into dolphin, and hold that. Navel to spine. Use that shoulder strength and push back and down to strengthen up those shoulder muscles. Forwards into plank. Walk your feet out a little bit. Straighten out in your plank, navel to spine. Squeeze your legs together. Push your feet back, balls on the feet on the floor. Lift up into plank. And push back to downward dog. Hold. Knees to the floor. Elbows down. Push back into your dolphin. Forwards into plank. Squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. Lift up into plank. We'll struggle with that. Hold. And downward dog. Downward dog. Walk it out. Get that stretch in. And walk it into the front of the mat. Bend legs. Fold over your knees. Hold that. Hands on your knees and roll it up. All the way to the top. Shrug your shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in. Drop your arms down, hands into your hips. Pivot into a tabletop. Nice straight line. Hold your tabletop. You can push your arms back and hold that. Shoulder shrug back as far as you can. Navel to spine. Don't put down because you round out your back when you do that. And then pivot using your glutes to squeeze you all the way up Take a nice deep breath in again. Bend the knees into a forward bend. And then once you're down, you can straighten out your legs a little bit. Don't straighten it out a lot of it. Hands to the mat. Step back to downward dog. And other knee down, so right knee down. Right hand on the mat. Swish up. Foot down. You can put the foot back a little bit for that stretch. Navel to spine. Keep everything straight. Bend over for that stretch. Hold that. Squeeze your bum. And back to the top. Squeeze up that top leg. Go over for your stretch. And back to the top. Drop the foot down and back. Oh no, sorry. Side plank. Oh, I blocked it out. Side plank. Take the arm over the head. And back to the top. Bring that bottom leg in. Elbow down. And we're going to kick it out for 3, 2, and 1. Now back to plank. And take your legs wide. Elbow, shoulder touch, not elbows. Elbow bent, shoulder touch. Keep the legs wide and push back into downward dog. Forwards into plank, keeping the legs wide. Twist. Take it back just to the other side. And twist. And twist again. Back to the middle. Knees down. Elbows down. Set up for your dolphin. Push back, hold. And you can pulse that a little bit to get those shoulders to do what they need to do. Forwards into plank, low plank. Hold nice and tight. Lift up into high plank, which I really struggle with, I've noticed. Hold, back to downward dog. And then knees down again, elbows down, set up for your low plank, so your dolphin. Walk the feet in and then pulse again. If you want, if your shoulders can do that, shoulders back and down. Just a nice little scapular punch into the ribs. Forwards into low plank. Hold, nice and tight. Push away from the shoulders. Lift up into high plank, align, hold, push away, back to downward dog. Ooh, walk it out. And walk it in to the front of the mat. Keep your legs bent, fold over your knees. Enjoy that stretch. Roll it up all the way to the top. I'm just going to switch sides. Hands into your hips. Pivot into a tabletop. Hold that. You can swish your arms back. Squeeze up. Take a nice deep breath in. Keep the legs bent until you're down and then straighten out if you want to stretch your hamstrings. navel to spine, and stretch. Bend the knees in and roll it up to the top. You can use your knees. So we've got one more thing to do, and let me just see if we have time, yeah. And then we're gonna start to relax. And I'm revisiting that internal rotation we did previously in the week. So we're gonna go down into a squat, like a wide-legged squat like this. Your feet can be down on the floor if you can manage that. I've got very restricted dorsiflexion, so I struggle with that. So that's not as important. And the only thing we're gonna do, and you can have your hands down on the floor to help you, is we're just gonna drop that knee in, take it back. Drop, take it back. So you're just giving that foot an internal rotation, take it back. You can take your legs a little bit wider. That helps. So just a few of these. You can have your hands on the floor and walk it like this if you want to. Just a few more of these. Oh, I'm getting tired. And one more back to that squat. Turn your legs forward, hands on your knees, and roll it up all the way to the top. Take your legs wide. And with this one, you can put your hands on the mat again. We're going into a squat on the one side, straightening out the other leg. That foot can stay down because we're going to go quite quickly. Now you can either walk it over to the other side and hold that stretch, or you can lift up and slide it over like that. So you choose. I did this yesterday. I have to say, I'm feeling it too much today. I have to walk with my hands because that's quite powerful for my hips. I don't think you can do this 2 days in a row. And one last time. All the way back to the middle, feet forward, into a forward bend, feet forward, nice and wide with the legs. Hold that stretch. And heel toe your feet to the middle of the mat, hands on your knees, roll it up all the way to the top. You can sit yourself down on your bum. That was quite tough, wasn't it? Okay, hands just next to you. Lift your bum up to lighten the spine. And as you put it down, stay nice and light on your spine. Shrug your shoulders back, nice and high, navel to spine. We're just going to take opposite arm over opposite leg into that twist. Hold the twist. It was a fun class. I'm very sweaty now. Maybe we'll repeat it tomorrow and switch all the way to the other side. Nice and high. And back to the middle. Take a nice deep breath in and just dip forward, straight back, arms next to your ears, dip to where you can't dip no more. And then drop the arms down. And then drop the head down, navel to spine, round out the back, just stay there. Relax into that space. If you struggle with your knees bent, you can just put them in a diamond shape. The wind is relentless today, isn't it? I couldn't sleep last night. Roll it up all the way to the top. Shrug the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in, and you are actually done for today. Have a lovely day. Can you believe it? It went past so quickly. Have a lovely day. I will see you tomorrow for the last class. For now, until I figure out new times and dates.
So enjoy. We might not. No, it's not going to work. I'll have to see how the school run goes first. Okay, enjoy your morning. Bye. Enjoy the wind. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Gillian. I know it was very powerful. It's your kind of thing. Bye.